Welcome to Spotlight on Salem. I'm your host, Mike Kemper. Super excited for tonight's episode. In the studio, we have with us Wild Ire. And let me tell you, normally when I do one of these shows, I get a little excited before I do it. But starting with last night, I was really excited. Could hardly sleep. I wake up, I'm getting more and more excited. Starting to feel some anxiety. I'm losing it. So finally, do what any rational person would do. So I go to my doctor. Have him give me a tranquilizer. Okay? All right. When I say my doctor, what I really mean is my bartender. And by tranquilizer, I mean a Vagabond Attack Al IPA. Ooh. So I've had a couple of those, kind of got it under control. So I think I'm ready to get on with the show. So here with us in the studio tonight, Wild Ire. Thank you guys for being here tonight.
You should have been sharing
At first
that
I was
drink,
like, do we
man.
clap for ourselves?
Please.
At least one, everyone.
Yeah, okay, all right, thank you.
Can't believe we're a band. We suck. Can't even be on time together.
All right, well, why don't we go ahead and start with some introductions. Go ahead.
My name is Nick. I play the drums in the band.
Hello, I'm Jake. I sing, and I play rhythm guitar.
Surprisingly, our front man.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you wouldn't know it.
I'm Jesse, I play guitar.
I'm Tanner, I play bass.
Awesome, awesome. Well, what an exciting time in your lives right now. You just released your second CD, and you're getting ready to,
We put that there for you.
Misery Machine, available at fine retailers online, such as iTunes. I guess we could edit that out later. And you guys are going to headlight Make Music Fest this year, too. So you guys have got to be pretty stoked about where you're sitting right now.
Yeah.
Oof.
It's going to be definitely a cool show for us because this is our 4th year playing it. And this time we're going to play in the cool CCTV, bed truck, everything.
Yeah.
It's going to be cool.
Last performance of the night.
Yeah.
And then you get to check out everybody else during the day. So
That'd be really cool.
yeah, it's very cool. It's one of my favorite days of the year. That's my Christmas, I guess.
I think Nick's playing like 3 times that day, so.
Yeah, but
True.
yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm playing a couple other bands around town.
All right.
We'll be playing the majority of that day.
Awesome. But in between, you can check everybody else out.
Oh, definitely.
So, yeah.
Busy boy.
Yeah. So when did you start? How did you guys come together? What year was that?
I think it was like in the summer of 2015, maybe
Okay.
towards the end of that. Me and Tanner were in a band previously, and where he played bass and I played drums as well. And then the guitar player of that band invited me to start jamming with a group he was working on, which happened to have Jesse in there. And at that point, we started working together, and I got way more attached to that music that Jesse was writing. I just felt more of a connection to it, and we kind of started rolling with that. And we kind of subbed in members here or there, basically who would fit like what was vibing for all of us. And eventually landed with Tanner back in the bass from my other band, and then I invited Jake, who I went to high school with, and that kind of has been the iteration that the band's been so far for the last 4 years.
Okay. So after you guys formed, how long was it before the EP came out then? What year was that?
Ooh, that was 2016?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that the following fall?
Let's not take too long to talk about that EP. 'Cause it's awful.
Yeah, it was.
You're not a big fan? Oh, really?
No.
It's not awful, but
Short from the
Yeah.
Name is really good.
consistently wanting to make new stuff, and I always think it's better and better and better. So.
Well, I would. There's been a steady progression since the EP, but I found songs on there that I really like too. So
that's what everyone tells us. So
Yeah,
that's what
I
I'm
mean,
like, Jesse, stop.
yeah. You know,
People like
but
Keep Waiting, Jesse.
You're just. I guess that's the perfectionist side in you. You're always seeking to do better.
Yeah,
So.
I definitely think the newest stuff I feel like is our best stuff we've done yet.
Oh yeah, the new CD is.
See that reaction? That's my reaction. It was true.
No, but okay. Going back to the first CD, going to disco, Keep Waiting. I thought those were good. You don't
Told
like
you,
this?
dude. Everybody likes that song.
Yeah.
Girls like that song a lot.
And it's
piano
only
part.
the only one that has who played piano on
Oh,
it?
DJ Muff, an ex-member of our band.
Yeah, we had a friend that used to be in the band named Isaac. And
I don't think he'll mind if we say this, but when he recorded it,
can always edit it out
it was digital piano.
He
it was
couldn't
all the
play
wrong
it.
notes, so we all changed. They pitch
the notes
shifted
around.
everything that he played, every note. So
We
DJ
kind of-
Muff got kicked
yeah.
out.
Yeah, he's not in the band anymore. Good guy,
Can
though.
we edit this part?
You added that he's a good guy, though. So,
He's a great guy.
Yeah, we had a
He's
guy
just
named
not
Isaac.
good
He's a
band
good
leader,
guy.
so.
We don't need to. We're good.
Jesse, I
Don't
thought
laugh.
we
Would
were
you
talking
like
about
my
how
water?
I was going to say all the
Would you
bad
like my
things. No,
water?
he's just saying all the bad things for me.
I know. Like, you're just crapping on Isaac
They're
over here.
good
dude.
stories, man.
And we can edit this one.
Oh man.
You play the right piano parts, you're gonna get this on TV.
Yeah.
But yeah, back
Yikes.
to Cooper. Yeah, that was like one of our most popular songs on that EP.
Yeah, okay, yeah, all right. That makes sense. And so then the second CD, Antisocial Butterfly, then that came out
17.
2017.
2017.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was it that long? Was it a year and a half?
Okay. And where did you record that one at? Was that
We recorded that at Wavelength.
at Wavelength?
town.
Yeah, in town in Salem.
Jason Carter.
Right. Jason Carter. Let's give some love out to Jason Carter. He's
Definitely, he does
Well, we're
a good
still
job.
recording with him.
Great guy. Oh, you're working on new stuff now
This
too.
one,
Yeah.
we
Well, yeah, this
recorded
one
this
is-
album
this
with
one's
him.
way
too.
Yeah, I
too.
saw that was Wavelength too,
Yeah.
so I was wondering about
Yeah,
Antisocial
I'm
Butterfly.
sure the next stuff will be through him. He seems to really understand our stuff a lot.
There's I like Antisocial Butterfly. There's some great songs on there too, but there's a leap in improvement with this one. The thing I like about the new CD, Misery Machine,
Thank you.
primarily is with this recording, your vocals are more at the top, Jake,
Present,
which I didn't notice in the previous releases, and I think you're really, I mean, you have an amazing voice to begin with.
Thank you.
But I think you're really finding it on this CD, and the songs are, yeah.
Yeah, more of like when we started writing these songs, like we practiced them until like we got them all down, and then after we were comfortable with them and like played them enough times, I kind of just started being myself and like throwing like goofy things and like the ad libs and Freaky Business and like Lil
Right.
Schlub. I just started putting like little bits of like, because we're goofy, we like having fun.
I like, well,
and
that's
laughing and stuff. So
right. I was at the performance at Venti's, I think, like last month, and that was the first takeaway I got: is that these guys have fun, you know. And as an audience member, when the band is having fun, it just feeds the whole energy when you're in the
Right.
audience, because you know you can see a band and they're just kind of like looking at their shoes, and it's just kind of. But you guys are high energy, and you seem to smile the whole time.
Yeah,
drumming,
I love
which is crazy.
seeing them mess up, and I'm like, you messed up.
even
So
even
bad.
when like we mess up, I look at Nick and I'm like, ah, we like laugh together.
Yeah, and but
messed
going
up
back
too.
to Antisocial Butterfly, the song Liberty Street. So you write most of the lyrics, is that
Yeah,
right, Jesse? Okay.
That was I wrote that around the street that it's from Liberty Street to
Yeah.
Salem. When I was bouncing at Kraftwerks, I would just see a lot of stuff go down.
Well, yeah, it's,
And there was a lyric called "Behind Tan Republic" where they get released because everyone peed over there, and I told people
yeah,
to pee there.
yeah.
Sorry, Tan Republic.
I'm like, Jesse, what are you doing?
Some people just need. I don't want to pee in my bar, so I'm like, pee over there.
There's some privacy. There's a vestibule, you know. Yeah. That's very conscientious.
Or throw up. So there's a whole bunch of stuff over there.
There's just a lot going on.
So yeah,
on
that
the
sounds
street,
about that.
but- no, it's interesting because you know you're writing about things that are happening locally, and
Yeah.
I like the lyric that we would all stand in line to.
Yeah.
I mean, it probably is true. I mean, I don't know if you ever asked anybody, but I can't imagine somebody not wanting a do-over at that stage of their life. So
It was kind of a subject that there'd always be like shows there or something, and there'd be a line or something like that, or I'd have to wait with people as the capacity was still too high, so I just have to like conversate with them.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's interesting.
So it's all about that whole me doing nothing while everyone's having fun, so I would have time to write lyrics in my head.
Well, you put it to good use.
You can do that? Can you remember them?
If I sing them enough.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It was rappy too, so there's no melody to it.
Awesome. Yeah, and there's been a big leap in the songwriting too, and I think the way you interpret his lyrics because some of that's pretty fast-paced, and you've captured a good pace in your delivery. And there's a real confidence in the new record that really shines through.
Him and I, I think it was actually starting with the songs on this record, we started practicing them a little differently, like learning them as a whole, because me and Jesse would just practice them, and then we would just bring it to Nick and Tanner, and then we'd all work on it as a whole.
Yeah.
So that I would already have it, we would already have it down, and then like for Freaky Business, like those fast parts,
Yeah.
I would already have it down, so we just bring it to the group and then kind of finish it.
Right on. Well, you guys are all just incredible musicians
Thank
in
you.
your
Thank you
own
very much.
right. And the thing I think that really separates you guys is your vocals, I think, just take it one step higher. There's a lot of great bands that play together well, but your vocals killed.
Thank you.
Know? And not just on the record. When you listen to the CD, it's great, but when you perform live, as we'll see later in the videos.
Now you have to step
Yeah.
up, man.
Yeah.
You gotta.
I'm calling
now I
you
have to
out, so,
okay. Now I have to
But,
really like give it my all.
Yeah, and there's a chemistry between the way you guys play, and you guys are a solid rhythm section, Nick and Tanner.
True.
Yeah. We've
Yeah.
been playing together for years, actually.
Yeah, I'm really liking the bass riffs on the new record a lot. Very solid, and your drumming is always rock solid. And
Thank you.
Some new things you're throwing in on drums on this one here. Some different, interesting.
Yeah.
And there's more of there's some rage moments on.
A song.
Yeah. Thank you. That was very diplomatic.
Yeah.
The song
We
about
call
the
it-
pho.
We call
Yeah.
it chocolate sometimes when we play it live.
Mm.
So
Oh,
it
yeah,
has the
like
same
If it's
a
like
amount.
melody
all
just
ages,
shows.
we're like, it's chocolate.
Oh, okay.
It's for the kids.
SpongeBob. It's like SpongeBob.
And we just pick a word that has the same syllables and we just go for it.
Oh.
Oh, my gosh! At Crab Fest, we called it Crab Fest.
Oh, we did.
We
Yeah.
sang Crab Fest,
And they did it.
They sang along with us.
Yeah, they're like eating crab going, grab fast.
Instead of a swear word, we changed it to Crab
Well, and
Fest.
I'm sure it really worked for.
It was funny.
Yeah.
It was funny. I had a
awesome.
good time at that show, actually.
Yeah, and I know that when you play here in Salem, you've got quite a following. People are singing along to your songs.
I
That's
love that.
super
That's-
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching the room and I'm like, man, I guess I'm like the only one who doesn't know the words here.
And I feel like it's been happening more and more, especially like during Ragtime Gal. I've
Yeah,
forgotten.
oh man,
I've forgotten the
Place went
lyrics.
nuts
I've
when you
forgotten the
guys
lyrics.
did.
I don't even know how many times in that song on the second verse, and then I just like stand there like really like awkwardly. I'm like, I don't know what they are, and then I hear everybody else singing them. I'm like, I think I got
that's
them,
it,
and then
yeah.
I have to like come back in. I'm like, okay, I know where I'm at
It's
now.
super like,
That's hilarious.
It makes me laugh, but everybody else is like, what happened? I'm like, I don't know. It's
You
funny.
just pause for some dramatic effect.
Yeah.
To
I just wanted to
build
hear everybody sing.
build the
Thanks,
suspense.
guys.
Yeah, there you go. It's a sing-along song.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
people.
been a fairly recent thing where everyone's just singing along too.
cool.
I think it had to be a show before our album release, but on the album release is when I was like, I heard everybody actually do it. And it was like a shocking moment for a second. I was like, whoa, everyone knows the lyrics to this song.
Yeah.
And they're singing to a point where it's audible, like the whole audience is doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's really
that's
cool.
that's when you know you've got a following. Now, how does that when you're playing in Portland and you obviously played the Crab Fest and other places? How are you able to attract audiences? Like people don't know you. and they
Portland
come in.
No, surprisingly.
It's good for us now. People
Yeah.
know us in Portland because we've opened up for big bands.
Oh, we've played a lot there, yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll see repeat people at like Hawthorne and we'll be like, cool, that guy's from our music video. We don't know him, but I recognize him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even in Portland, I'll see people singing our words. Even
Yeah.
if it's not as many as here in Salem, but I'll still like
Hey, but
look
that's cool.
and I'll see
because
people singing
There's
along.
so many more bands in Portland and so many more venues, so that's a good sign.
Very cool.
So have you guys played in Seattle or any other? Okay.
We played in Seattle a couple years ago at this place called Studio 7.
Oh my gosh, that was Seattle.
That was a while ago. We played at the Olympia Hemp Fest a couple years ago as well. This year we're slated to play the main stage at the Seattle Hemp Fest.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, on August 17th. That will be a big show for us. I feel
Oh
like.
yeah, that's huge.
But no one was there to see us at Studio 7, which is probably the biggest stage we've been on.
Yeah, it was a pretty.
So it
big
was an
Seattle
awkward
stage.
moment when
Oh,
There's like 10 people.
there was 10 people watching us, and
Yeah, but
Two
you
of
know,
our
if
two
you-
people that came with us.
if you play like it's a packed house,
Yeah, we did.
then those people are going to come back and say, "Man, you got to check out this band Wild Ire.
It's true.
You know,
Yeah, we hope to get there more often. You know, different cities altogether.
the more you hit, then word will spread because you guys have a unique, incredible sound. You can't help but dance when you guys play. I mean, it's pretty obvious.
What?
Yeah.
It feels good.
Okay, just like nudging me. I'm like, what do you want? What do you
No,
want?
that's awesome. That's a really,
I'm just
really
kidding,
nice
dude.
compliment.
Oh yeah, no. So Ragtime Gal, that's a huge, and yeah, the song that we're not going to mention, that seems to be a real crowd favorite as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ragtime is huge for us. Like a record label will see it and they'll be like, "That's the song." And like, so anyone who knows us, that's the song, and you can see it on our Spotify that it's way more.
Oh,
listens.
yeah.
I look like every couple days at what the listens are at, and it jumps like probably 1,000 almost every day.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's,
Yeah.
it ended up on some playlist too, right?
Yeah, it's on people's Discover Weekly. So if they listen to like the bands that are similar to us
Oh.
or that sound like us or something, then it'll just come up on their Discover Weekly, and then Ragtime Gal is the only song that is on that list so far.
Yeah.
And so it has.
But this CD's not been out long.
of
I
No.
can't imagine this not taking off.
Yeah, this is
Well,
the second month it's been out.
Yeah.
Freaky Business and Matthew are already on the top 5 on there with over 1,000 listens. so-
Awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, the production quality on this is so good too.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
It took a lot of time of hating it and hating it and
Yeah,
hating
we
it.
took some time with mixing this record.
yeah,
Yeah, because one thing to mention is the last record was done in 5 days.
Yeah.
Wow.
We did all
yeah.
those songs,
We-
mixed
yeah.
it and everything in 5 days.
Crazy.
It was rough, yeah. It was
Yeah.
hard to do.
So that probably has
recorded-
a lot to do
yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
I recorded like all 11 songs and I tracked all the drums in one day, and then everything else was just
Post-production for the last 4 days.
yeah.
Jeez.
It was like we pretty much told ourselves like we can do this. Like, why not?
And then you later said, "We're not going to do this
Ever
again."
No,
again.
it was,
Yeah.
it was tough. It was really tough. We sat on some of these songs for a while, like Count
Matthew and
to Five, and yeah, Matthew and Count to Five were recorded for a long time before we went back and started.
And of course, the
mixing them
singles
again.
were even
Yeah,
before that.
Bubble
were
Tea.
already
Yeah,
out.
Yeah.
Bubble Tea
Bubble
and
Tea
the
and the other
Unmentioned
one.
Song. They've been all recorded for a while, and then but when we came back and we compiled all the rest of these songs together, we went back and remixed and remastered everything so it would feel like a flowing record.
Yeah, no, I've been turning people on to this record. And all
Awesome.
age groups, you know.
Thank you.
And people are like, "Who are these guys?" You know, and I'm like, "They're Salem band." And
Just some Salem boys.
yeah,
Off State
yeah,
Street,
no,
Oregon.
people I play it for are blown away that have not
Good.
heard you guys
Oh, yeah,
yet.
that's
So
awesome.
I see nothing
Super
but
cool.
up in your future. So where do you guys see taking the band going forward from here?
I really want to make it, well, at least I feel like for all of us, I feel like we want to make it a working horse, like something we can make. We can not do our day jobs, and this can be the thing.
He says
Right.
that every time. He just doesn't want to work.
I'm lazy.
Who does? I mean, let's be honest.
That's like his mate. Whenever we answer that question, he's like, "I don't want to work."
I'm with you,
But I mean,
but I'm a
like,
wage slave too. So
Yeah.
what do you do?
I mean, maybe the more realistic goal is I want us to be able to open for our heroes, like some of the bands
Oh.
we listen to, and we've been able to slowly do that so far. Like bands,
crazy.
contemporaries we listen to, or bands on the up and up, we've been able to open for them.
It's
So
a
the
good
next stop-
stepping
yeah.
stone because people are coming to see them and then they hear you and they're like, "Whoa, I came, you know."
That's
and
exactly
I heard
it.
Wild Ire. So word's going to spread.
Exactly.
So yeah, I see nothing but upside for you guys' future. You know what though? I think at this time I've been enjoying talking to you guys, but I am ready to hear you guys rip. So
Awesome.
let's play some music, man.
I gotta be on my A game now.
Oh yeah, I talked you up, so you better bring it, Jake.
Oh, we'll do.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Woo, woo. Hey, you're too far away. This big distance resistance has put a damper on play. When you come again, we'll be pushing and pulling and shoving under the bed. Arizona's so far from where I met you, but I'll come get you, come and kiss you. Yeah, I'll come and lick you, come and frisk you. Freaky business. Yeah, I'm coming to fix, suspect the distance, need assistance with all of this friction. You know how to excite. You make my clothes feel tight. Clothes, they just don't feel right when you stay the night. And I want my stare, just looking at what you wear and what's beneath is a question I wanna answer. Skin to skin, a sin to sin, a game to win, prize to take, and a lover's gift that won't be fake. Arizona's so far from where I met you, but I'll come get you, come and kiss you. Yeah, I'll come and lick you, come and frisk you. Freaky business. Yeah, I'm coming to fix, suspect the distance, need assistance with all of this friction. You know how to excite, and you make my clothes feel tight. Ooh, oh, 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 clothes, they just don't feel right. Yeah, when you stay the night, and you know how to excite, and you make my
Wild Ire, thank you so much for being on Spotlight on Salem. Those songs were amazing. Give it up for Wild Ire.
Do we?
We'll be back soon with another episode of Spotlight on Salem.